Well, at least my hair's not all fuzzy on this side. I could give two shits about how I look. Dad beat that out of me, too. You think you're gonna be beautiful? Bend over and let me spank your ass. I'm in pain. Look at the mushrooms. I'm eating all my mushrooms. Yeah, it's always in my soup. He's my best friend. I made him wait to fuck me. He gave me dick for Christmas. I was so happy. I made him wait months. Nobody's ever made Rob wait. Nobody. Well, Jay made him wait. Maybe 2 days. And I sat them both down and said, don't you fuck each other. Actually, when he went to go pick her up, I said, she's the one. I don't care. Rob and I were lovers. And I don't care that he's with someone that I like. But the cunts that he's brought over here before, I fucking hated them. They were so dumb. They're just a bunch of dumb fucking meth heads. And when you can't, if Rob was on meth when he was a child, so he knows how to mitigate the fucking shit like that. He used his ADHD to his advantage. He got a plumber's license. Or maybe he just knows how to fix the shit. He likes to dig ditches. There's a big old maroon, so they fucked him out of his benefits too. I'm not gonna hate nobody. They need help. They can't help it. We made them killers. And they don't like it. They don't like themselves. Because they actually had to take a life. Unless they're a sick, twisted, fucking serial killer who are generals and Marines. I don't think we can do much for South Africa. I mean, South America. We're pretty well done. We need to fix our problems at home before we can work on everybody else's in the world. Except little bitty bits and pieces like killing world leaders that don't belong there. You can't say that on TikTok. I did. And I downloaded the fucking... I downloaded it before you cock blocked me. Or did I? I had it on my fucking phone. I did that. I put it on Instagram before you assholes could cock block my First Amendment rights. You're besting on me. Your community standards. Fuck your community standards. You're on U.S. soil. You're on U.S. soil. And the first fucking right of being American is freedom of speech. Just because I'm using your fucking skanky servers as a conduit to get on something I created. You can come suck my clit. It's bigger than Mark Zuckerberg's, I guarantee you. You got a little penis. When you get hard, you can feel it. You can feel all the blood rushing to it. I feel good. I need to jack off more. I get frustrated and I'm a bitch. And I'm not gonna fuck Rob again. First time I had sex with him, he looked like he was gonna have a heart attack. Quit breathing. What was it? He looked like he was gonna have a heart attack. Quit breathing and have a stroke all at the same time. I was like, that pussy's too dangerous. She's too uncontrollable. She can't help it. She's our warrior cunt. If my dad hadn't looked at me when I was 18 years old and said, If I had me one of those, I'd use it to no avail. I don't think I would have been such a slut. I don't think I would have had to give female ejaculation lessons before cash was born so I could fall in line with that prostitute. I never fucked for money, though. Well, unless you count marriage. I did fuck for marriage. We had the Saturday night special. I make him wait all week. No wonder he raped me in my sleep. I make him wait all night or all day until Sunday. And then we would fuck all night. It was awesome. He would get up close to coming and come. No. he loved it. Can I come? No. Not yet. Not till I say so. When I can wave my magic wand or suck on your face until you come. Or pinch your nipples. Nobody's gonna know what to think of me. Bill Maher's probably well, who's that skanky pussy? She's the next president. That's who she is. She was bred for this shit, and her family's been here 6 centuries, so, and her if she had gone to law school, she'd be a 5th generation attorney, but I didn't want to be. I didn't want to sit on my ass and read a bunch of stupid bullshit for the rest of my life. I wanted to write the bullshit. I figured, you're like this one, Bill Maher. I figured, since my website was up since 1997, God, how did I keep my diary? How did Andy keep all my stuff? I don't know. Was I developing it on his server? I must have been. I don't know. What was I going? Oh, no. Choo-choo. Yes, Lucy had a steamboat. What is that one? She'll be coming around the mountain. She comes when she comes. When she comes, it's like a fountain. When she comes, she can't help herself from feeling all the wonderful feelings she's feeling. So I just made that up. I like being inventive and different and able to make stuff with my mind on paper and draw and paint little bitty postcards like the ones Monica Carpello got me when I had to have brain surgery. Snoop, she was so sad for me. She brought me a bunch of art supplies. And I don't know if she gave me the paints. I guess she did. No, she gave me things that she did. She got me the first paints that I love so much. I can't wait to stand next to Monica Carpello. She's like one of my bridesmaids. I still think Johnny Depp should be my husband. I don't think I'm going to waver on that. Honey, do you want to sleep with the president? She'll suck your cock until the paint comes off the walls. And she means it. She'll suck on that dick every night. That's what you want. I'll suck you until you get hard. Fuck that Cialis. He won't need it with me. I guarantee you, there's something wrong with my brain. And for some reason, when I get someone in between my legs, it's like, oh, this is different. See, the secrets to being a good lover, in my opinion, is instead of pulling, like when they teach you to have sex, they say you should do Kegels. No, you shouldn't. You should do the reverse of Kegels and push down, bared down like you're having a child. Because when you do that, it makes the guy have to push harder to get inside your pussy. And your pussy swells get really strong. They asked me if I was going to be incontinent when I was in the nursing home. I was like, not me. I can hold my pee. Would you like me to squirt all over your face? Oh, that's going to be weird. Come here. I don't know if he'd like that. He'd be like, oh no, there's the president. She's having an orgasm for me. Just for me. Although I'm going to tape her and keep it on a secure server. Because she's already got pictures of her pussy flying around the internet. She knows somebody broke into her servers. Some fucking cocksucker sent me pictures of my own cunt. And me holding my tits up. I was like, looking at it going, are those my fingernails? Oh my God. Who took... Oh, I know who took the picture. I also know who got it stolen. And somebody from another part of the country was sending me pictures. I asked Robert the worst question I ever asked somebody, even though I knew the answer, was how did they know the dirty fucking Boy Scouts did that to you? Did they have pictures? Yes. Of course they did. I said, I told Robert, one of my girlfriends was molested as a child, so she felt so bad about it. She was looking at porn and she was trying to figure out in her own head how somebody could do that. And she thought she was sick. And I said, you're not sick. You're trying to figure this shit out. Because they don't have a guidebook on how to fucking deal with being molested as a child. Maybe they do, but getting you to sit down and read it is a different story. That made me sad. We were really good friends, and I don't know what happened. I was fucking dumb and brain damaged and got pissed off about something, I'm sure. Or I pissed her off. Probably because I pissed her off. She was such a bitch to me growing up, too. She's one of my favorite people now. One of the favorite people I went to high school with. Just like that dumb fucking rocket scientist. Listen, he'd rather play with rockets than give it to me. And watch me on Instagram instead. Gee, crazy. Yes, Greg, I'm crazy. What the fuck do you think? Two sets of my grandparents were inbred. I can't help it. Of course I'm crazy. Oh shit. You think that the blue bloods are because they're in the hello, good morning, love. My love. They wanted to keep the bloodline pure. Because that's what the fucking aristocracy in England were doing. Fucking nasty. Fuck your daughter. Your sister. Yuck. I think the ones that fuck their daughters are worse. Because when they're in that kind of trauma, they don't know how to get out of it. That's something I want to teach all the kids about narcissism and trauma bonds. And the reason why the Russians are so smart is because when the kids are going to elementary school, they're left with one teacher for 5 years. Or maybe sometimes it might be 12. And because they have that TLC, they're able to push themselves forward even if they're having bad times at home. And I guarantee you, they're bad times at home. And it's nasty. And it stinks. I swear to God, when I came home the first time and opened my suitcase, I wanted to vomit because I brought that disgusting 850 years of piss, shit, vomit, and whatever else garbage that they had in St. Peter, in Moscow. God, it's so stinky. St. Petersburg doesn't smell quite the same. Oh, no, I know. Stay there because I can put my head on you. I like it. Oh, is it Saturday? Or is it Sunday? I have to do stand-up comedy. Tonight I'm gonna take the shirt off my back and have little fucking band-aids over my nipples so they can't cock block my right to freedom of expression on Instagram or Facebook. Oh, you have these dumb fucking community standards that don't apply to me because you're on our soil. Oh no, she's saying she's instigating bad things because she's talking about killing a bunch of chinks. Oh wait, if I said, pardon me. How about I say, until we kill a bunch of Chinamen? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun to kill them with your bare hands? Those dirty fucking assholes. Oh look, they got a visit from Mata Hari in the middle of the night. They thought they was gonna fuck her, and she ended up fucking them, getting them off the face of the planet because of all the damage they're doing to the rest of the fucking planet. Oh, Catherine, you can't be making them plans to be president. No, asshole, I'm seizing power. Not because Joe is ineffectual and old, because, well, he's getting senior moments in public. And it's nice, I don't like it. Besides, I need him to be one of my top advisors. Joe, what would you do if Donald Trump hadn't fucked up the world by getting rid of and taking those protected lands away from the Native Americans and start exploiting it and not giving them any money? What a dick. I'm going to take your property away from you just like we did when we got here and rape you from all the resources that we have in the desert. I hate that fucking cunt. He's a pederast, and he doesn't pay. Even once he made all that fucking money, he never paid the people that built fucking Trump Towers back. He has fucked over so many of the little people just to get his stupid skanky cunt up in the morning. He had to marry a porn star because she can't suck so hard until the paint comes off the walls. She's dumb. I want my spouse to be the smartest man on the planet. The most loved. Not that dumb fuck Elon Musk. Ooh, yuck. Gross. I wouldn't want that skanky cunt's dick near me ever. I hate that I get to put him in prison for all the fucking shit he's done. I'm gonna fucking search it. And all his lawyers, if they represent him in all the cases, they're going to jail too. Fuck them too. Taking away the freedom of American people to feed your own clitoris, and then when you look around and see so many homeless people in Los Angeles and all over the rest of the country, and instead you're just sucking the world's resources to make your little clitoris get hard in the morning. Fuck you, Elon Musk. I can't wait to put your skanky cunt in prison so you have to rule your empire from a fucking cell. Asshole. You're gonna be lucky you don't end up in Guantanamo Bay where fucking Mark Zuckerberg's going first. Because I certainly can't wait to electrocute that bastard. Oh, you stole my architecture. Guess what? Huh, I'm still smarter than you, you dumb fucking cunt. You might have a Facebook and might have fucked a bunch of teenagers and spread your spunky porn all over the goddamn internet because you created it, and I guarantee you those assholes at Harvard or Yale, wherever the fuck you went to high school with, still have backups. You didn't think about that, did you, Mark? Because you're dumb. Oh, don't call him a kike either. That's right, because he's not. He's a Jew. It's worse. I certainly would rather be a bitch-ass kike than a fucking Jew like that. I certainly would rather be a bitch-ass Snoop Doggy Dogg. I'm always funny when I wake up. Bill Maher doesn't know what to think. He's like, everybody's like, you're talking into your phone. You don't know who you're talking to. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I've told people I was going to be the next president for a long time. They all think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. When I said that to the guy that was giving me medicine in the nursing home, he was like, "You got delusions of grandeur." No, I don't. No, I don't. I know what I feel in my DNA. That courses through my blood, like the blood that my grandparents made because they fucked each other. And I can feel their spirit in my blood. I'm so sensitive. God, I hate being so sensitive. I don't know how I'm going to deal with being in front of a bunch of dumb fucks for the rest of my life. It's like the calm before the storm. I can sit here and just think about whatever it is the fuck I want to happen. But once I'm president, I have to make it happen. Joe Biden, you better get those 3 world leaders that need to die together. Because those fuckers are going down as fast as I can put them. Is it Love? Is it Love? Did you just wake up, Love? Did you just wake up too? You had to come get a cuddle. Who's your bitch? Who's my bitch? Who's my little bitch? Is it Love? Is it Love? Oh no, don't lick me, you lick your pussy. Yuck. You're laying on me different than you normally do. This is my little bitty puppy dog that I love so much. Is it more fun to pet you than it is to pet the phone? Oh no. Where's the zoo train wreck nightmare on the roller coaster? Don't kill the giraffes. Don't hurt the babies. I hope they can survive that train wreck. What the hell is... Why do you have so many knots in your fur right now? It's next to your boo-boo? Yeah. You're just knotting it up. She got a string caught in her fur and was jumping down and screaming. And it pulled off all her fur. Let's see. Make me say it, because I'm the asshole that put the remote control up so they couldn't get it. And instead, she got it. She got it. Is you my baby? You're not as... You're fatter than ittiest to bittiest. See? Itty bitty. Compared to you. See? Itty bitty 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 bitty. Who's my baby? Yep, Rob's my best friend. You can tell they're your best friend when you can sit there and argue with them like you want to kill each other, and then the next moment, when we don't see each other's face, that's when it's really bad. I'm going to get really out of control. He doesn't read my brain damage diary, and I don't read his, because he's got some damage in there. They put him on fucking meth when he was a kid, and a bunch of opiates. He was like, drop the opiates off at the kiddie pool. Fuck that. He was still shooting meth when I met him. He wasn't getting that military grade meth that they give the kids when they're overseas. I forgot when I wanted to teach the kids. We got to change the curriculum for them so that they're geared towards being smarter, not a bunch of dumb fucks. Figure out which ones are going to be Instagram people and nurture those careers, because we definitely need them to be monitored. God, you're all naughty. You are the most naughty bitch. God. I have to comb you every day. Her Maltese fur is fucking nasty. She feels like a feather boa. Catherine Clay, you crazy. I know. Angelina. You made me crazy. Especially when I knew you got married to that dumb cunt. It made me sad. I was like, does she really understand what she's getting herself into? No. Did she did she want to stay little itty bitty until she died? Yes. That's why she adopted those kids from Africa. And the other one, I can't remember. She wasn't going to have her own children. He convinced her. Not only that, that biological clock, when it starts ticking, you can't turn it off. And mine was especially bad because of my brain tumor sits on top of my pituitary gland. It sucks that I have to be this sick so I can explain to a bunch of dumb fucking neurosurgeons. That's probably why that Eric Edwards in Africa dropped me like a hot potato, because he's a neurosurgeon in Africa, and I would sit there and say that dumb fucking neurosurgeon, and he got offended, I'm sure. Oh well, you're still my fan. I'm sure you look at my stuff anyway, because everybody else is so boring. So yeah, we're gonna have, they used to have this program when we were in high school. I didn't want to do it because I thought it was all for the dumb people so they could learn how to work in accounting and all that other bullshit. I think we should make accounting, like there should be certain things that adults have to do that kids need to learn how to take care of. I loved learning how to manage my checkbook. I used to do that fucking shit awesome. I used to have ADHD so bad that my house would be clean all the time. And I could cook. But then it started to hurt to stand up for long periods of time. Or I get tired. It sucks. Or I just gotta clean my room up. It's so nasty. I figure if I can live like I did when I was in the Ukraine shitting in a hole and all those people are dying, I can live the way I do right now. God, I can't wait to put a big fucking maker's mark on that Vladimir Putin's forehead. I hope I get to be the one that does it. Stupid cunt. Oh, it's not enough that you run the planet. You call yourself a czar. You're not a czar. You're just a dirty fucking KGB scummy bastard that got ahead of everybody else because of your fucking intellect that made you think like Stalin and fucking Lenin and decide to think you could fuck the rest of the world back and rejoin the Russian Empire and definitely rape your most valuable resource in the Ukraine. In the Ukraine, you have to rape her of all her resources. Everybody, when they were getting food to the rest of Russia, it all came from the Ukraine. And all those dirty fucking generals and everything fed their fucking little clitorises instead of making sure their own people weren't sleeping on the fucking main street where the telegram place is in Moscow. You little dumb. My mom would be so... She cut your bangs again. I had to. They was all fried. Like dumb. Now it's all healthy now. It's a little red too. Well, don't piss off the Auburn redhead. She gonna rip into your ass. Well, I'm not fully red. They have a different scent. And she says, we don't have pain receptors like the rest of the people. So, I can do other things and not feel it. I wonder if she finally ever felt those mushrooms last night. I definitely would rather eat mushrooms and take opiates. I woke up and I was in a lot of pain. I don't like waking up in pain. It sucks. I'm gonna have to microdose. If we can teach kids how to use drugs, maybe they won't die. See, that's what people don't think about. Those kids are gonna try it. And if they're predisposed for that shit anyways, then let's get it on the track to their benefit instead of detriment and making them feel awful because they feel like they need that drug because If we take the power away from a lot of the Mexican cartel, what can they do? If we take power away from all these assholes, these pharmaceutical companies, what will they do? If we could grow opium instead of fucking harvesting it and doing it the way they make fentanyl, it's safer and better for you. A lot. I made Jason pancakes yesterday. I shouldn't have put golden raisins in them, but I still ate them anyway. Oh, love, you annoy me so much because you're always on top of me. No, don't show the love. Yes. I gotta show her. Seem happy, make me happy. Yeah, if you saw how I lived, you'd be like, oh my God. I figure, yeah, if there's so many poor people in the country and in the world, and I can do something to change it, and I don't have to have a big fancy house or a bunch of shit or tons of boxes of BoxyCharm that fucking Chomo stole. I can't wait to put that bastard in prison too. Try and use your little dick on a bunch of fucking kids again. Your own niece. You fucking warped piece of shit. On the run from the law. I should have known better when he told me that. I was so dumb. So dumb and trusting and mad at Robert for bringing that fucking skanky Hispanic around. Oh, Catherine, don't say those things. Yes, Bill Maher. I say those things. And you love me for it. Because you know I'm the right person. And you can't wait to get me on your show. And promote my books. And say, so you were a blueprint for love. Yeah, yes, I did. And how to have sex. And where to have sex. And who to have sex with. Because it's something people don't cherish enough in themselves. And it's so hard for guys to find women. And it's so hard for women to get guys because either they're out fucking around with a bunch of people that don't deserve their cunt. That's why I made Robert wait. And it's like, you've never waited to have sex your entire life because you're so good looking and people want to fuck you raw. And it's like, I'm not going to do that to you. I don't own your dick. Until I finally did and found him a girlfriend that was worthy of my affection. And they're such, I said, you guys are going to be a power couple. Watch. My best friends in the middle of the night. I hope we can get Robert off meth. I don't think he can do it though, because he's in so much pain all the time. His hands are going numb. He won't go to the doctor. He loves being part of the union. He's like, I've got health insurance now. I was like, good, maybe you can use it. Go to Trauma and Beyond and get over some of the shit you've been through that you can't articulate or digest or make any sense out of it. Well, I've helped him make a lot of sense out of a lot of different things. He's helped me too. He's my best friend. We're in the trauma bond. And even though we're not lovers anymore, I don't love him any less. And I don't love him or I don't hate on him because he needed someone that is his match. And I found her. I love her so much. She's cleaned my garage out. She's been doing my laundry. She's been doing his job. He just takes me to my doctor's appointments. Oh, God, I gotta wake up early on Monday. Oh, I suck. At least since he's on meth, he'll be up. And make sure I get to the doctor. I'm not looking forward to seeing that neurosurgeon either. I hate them. They're so stuck up. They're so stuck up. They should all get a stipend. We should make every doctor get all the same money for the first 5 years. And then if they want to specialize in something else, then they can, and not make any money. And if they want to pick out pick their poison when they're done with their 5 years of community service, then they can go serve the rest of the public and get as much money as they can from their expertise. Because we've got to start learning how to tap into people's resources and their intelligence instead of letting all the people that can't make things change and want to end up on the street, or end up on the street because they don't know how to get off the street because nobody taught them. That's something else we should teach kids, how to live. They should all get, like, I don't know, like, I hate saying it, they should all get Boy Scout lessons and how to start fires, how to protect yourself, those kinds of things. Every girl needs to fucking know how to do Taekwondo before she graduates. That way, if she's being some fucking serial killer kidnaps her, she can fuck them up. Oh, you thought that you were gonna take me? Guess what? I got some Taekwondo lessons. As soon as you take these fucking handcuffs off of me and get into a position where you are not paying attention to me, I'm gonna fuck you up like nobody's business, and then we're gonna put you in a fucking prison, tattoo for a year, put a Snoop Doggy Dogg tattoo, or actually, we'll put the Snoop Doggy Dogg tattoo on your head before you go into prison, so if you die, we're not gonna give a fuck, because you touched a kid. You disgusting piece of shit. So gross. My dad, I'm sure he didn't know that spanking was a form of sexual abuse. But when I took that sex crimes class when I was with Dr. Holmes and he told me that, I was like, God damn. That was before I liked my ass busted. Before I started singing, spank my booty, spank, spank my booty, spank it real good. I can't wait to see what my inauguration looks like with all those punk rockers standing on stage with me instead of a bunch of stupid officials. Getting that Mary Sims Rosas up there, the punk rock goddess, who she formatted the way for millions of women who are punk. She's the one that put that blueprint down. She doesn't get credit for it. She ends up getting sexually... Oh, God. She was being raped by this asshole. And she ended up on the street and she called Josh. She called me. And then I told Josh, go pick her up. We should have... I wish we'd taken her straight to the hospital. So we could have documented all the bruises and shit. Because when she had to go to court with that asshole, of course, the guy that she wouldn't fuck because she was fucking his brother, Rick Agnew, stood on the fucking stand and said what a good person that cocksucker that tried to rape her was. Oh, I can't wait to put that cocksucker in prison. Oh, you need to do due process. Fuck that. Fuck that. I need to streamline the republic so people can be a part of it. Oh, should you make voting a choice? No. Use your goddamn phone and let your opinion be heard. Because you're part of the republic. You have something to say whether you vote or not. And you're sick of a bunch of dirty fucking politicians running the fucking world. And you need someone who's been through some fucking hell and has come out on the other end. Lead by example, not what needs to be done. Work on trying to educate those kids. Make them know how to balance a checkbook before they get out of elementary school. So they don't end up being teenagers that blow their wad. Make it standard for, like I said, doctors for 5 years, they don't get paid. They can only work like those dirty fucking senators are on the White House lawn. You have to work on your craft before you can start making money. And you get to live for free until you make that money. Until you can make that money, until your expertise has been honed, then you get to be part of the public service sector that makes the world a better, safer place for people to be. And we got to figure out, if we get people and they have a proclivity towards meth because of the Ritalin or whatever it is, the meth that they took as kids, and we can give it to them safe and legal instead of them fucking sucking down a bunch of dirty rat poison of whoever brings it, whoever makes that shit, and making millions of dollars off the public. That needs to be flooded towards the economy instead of cock blocking them and letting them destroy a whole fucking country through their drugs. It's the only thing that makes sense. People are going to do drugs no matter what. We might as well make them safe and legal. And legal. So these kids that are on fentanyl don't end up shooting fentanyl and dying. I used to have my fentanyl used to be in gel packs. So they used to suck the gel out of the patches and then inject it. I would rather smoke opium than be on it because it's natural. That needs to change too. People can get vape pens like they do of other stuff, like they do with weed, and naturally weed is going to be legal because it's stupid for Kentucky not to be able to make money off their own resources when they're the breadbasket of weed. Makes absolutely no sense for us to not use our resources so that they're a positive instead of taxing the system to a further degree. All these dirty, we're going to teach kids when they're in high school what it's like to be raped and how to get over that trauma, as well as getting over the trauma that they have with their own family, and try and educate them to educate their family so they're not so in so much pain. Especially if their family's poor. I think people that make under $20,000 need to have all their shit for free. Food should be free. We shouldn't be charging for food at all. We should be making Monsanto feed the rest of the country. Those fucking dirty assholes. I hate that they killed the bees. That makes me... And now they're trying to make fake bees instead of trying to cultivate what we have naturally. We do not use our natural resources to benefit the rest of mankind. We use them to benefit our little clitorises and what makes them hard. Yep, if I could shit in a hole and live like I did when I was in Russia, then I can live like a gorilla too. I don't give a fuck. I just care about what's going on in between my ears. And sometimes it's nice. It's nice for Robert when he shows up and gives me a plate of food. There's Jay. I love watching her walk around. She wears these little booty shorts and walks around in pup floss. She got a pretty butt. I can't wait to draw her naked. I drew her already one time. I put it up on her wall too. I knew. Hey, I drew you. You're so pretty. I get her. She's beautiful. Every time I look at her. You're so beautiful. I say that to Rob too. I think that's another thing why he loves me so much. Is because I recognize him and I see him. And nobody else has done that. He tried to run away from me a couple of times. And he's like a fucking boomerang. I'll throw you out into the world. Don't let me hit you in your fucking head and knock you out. You just did. You did that when I almost lost my home. Because you were being dumb and fucking with some white trash whore instead of doing your fucking job. Asshole. Asshole, you're so mean to me, Rob. I'm so good to you. Look how you shit all over me. I know why he does. Because he's fucking traumatized. If you took somebody's life, wouldn't you be a little traumatized, even though it was sanctioned? That's something else. Before these kids get into the military and go overseas, they need to have EMDR therapy so they know how to deal with whatever it is they're going to be dealing with and know how to work their bodies instead of working against them. Instead of their bodies working against them, as well as the rest of culture working against them, so that they can't make the world a better place, even if they're on meth. Even if they're on meth, believe me, I know other people who've been on meth who needed it. I know other people who needed it, or wanted it, or used it to make their business better. Yeah, they had me stuck, not daily, but even though I'm here, I still care. I still have a heart. And I'm still loving learning about narcissism because I hate these narcissistic cunts. We need to do MMPIs on the children before they get out of high school so we can we can tell them what kind of jobs they need, what they're suited for, and let them know what their Briggs-Myers tests are so they can figure out what their level. I'm an ENFP, extroverted, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving, and so's my son. That's one of the reasons why he had to get away from me, because he felt my feelings so much. And he didn't understand that after I had brain surgery, I was a completely different person, because I didn't have that fucking sepsis in my blood that's kept producing that shit that they couldn't detect because it was so microscopic. You don't always realize what the microbes do to you. And sometimes, that's another thing. To teach the kids, get them all Solex devices so they can keep their frequencies and harmonies and checks and balances. Teach them how to mitigate their feelings of loss and hopelessness so they don't end up taking a bunch of pills and wanting to die. Teach them about suicide and the impact it has on people, and that if they are feeling that bad, they need to extricate themselves to a place, and we need to have resources where there are homes where people can just go and get away from their parents or get away from life for a month or two so they can get their footing back and become productive members to society instead of fucking them off. See, Bill Maher, all you have to do is have a brain tumor or two and just have nothing else to do but lay in your bed and think about how you would change the republic. And I'm a unionist. I need to make that party, because there should be no bipartisan and emotions into your fucking decisions on how to regulate laws because of how you feel about a certain subject that doesn't pertain to you, like abortion. Thank you, Joe Biden, for making it legal again, because there's absolutely no fucking excuse for children to be having children. I said something to Jay, I don't think kids should be having kids. And she says, but some 16-year-olds are so well adapted to it. Oh, he's like, no, they're not. No, they're not. They haven't, their cunts aren't even done forming yet. And then they're expected to have these kids, and they don't understand what it's like to work when they have these kids. And instead, they become more dependent on their parents. And those assholes want them to have kids so they can have grandkids, because they're so fucking narcissistic and wrong with the world. Oh, I wish I could cure narcissism. Dr. Grande, can we please find a cure for narcissism with a pill? Or make some spray. Psh, you're being a narcissist. Psh, get your fucking head out of there. Psh. Get your head out of that narcissism cloud. It doesn't need to exist. You can just be honest instead of being a fucking manipulative cocksucker and lying to me all the time, like Robert does. That's one of the reasons I get so mad at him.